was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Tannehill's pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
Gain of 10 yards. And it's
now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down.
4th down.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
18 yards. 1st down, Titans.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
16 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 12 at the Seahawks' 14-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill. This will be caught at about the 6.
Tannehill.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. To the air again, Tannehill. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
4th down.
They snap it to Tannehill. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. But he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, You know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Lockett, the return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Tyler Lockett. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Boy, a little panic here early. A first quarter onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Tannehill into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to look. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 2nd and 10 now. Wilson buying time to his left. Now he'll pull. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. After one, a one-point game. 7-6.
Titans 7, Seahawks 6.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Titan ball carrier. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 4.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Henry on the carry.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway on a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on third down.
Would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 41, Tannehill. Got a man and he hits him in stride.
Tannehill's pass.
Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
7.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And it's complete. Henry. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
A gain of 1 yard.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw is Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play.
Here we go on 4. Tannehill. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Tannehill. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
A gain of a yard.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
Jeffrey Simmons on the stop.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
It's 2nd and 8. At the 20.
On second down, it's Carson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Tackled at the 27.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Right there, 54. Right there.
Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Derrick Henry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop the shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Tennessee.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, as the first half is winding down, and the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Here's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
To Tyler Lockett.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
from the shotgun. Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wilson on target there to Moore. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down Seahawks.
10 at the 21-yard line.
54 Mike.
Throwing now. Wilson on first down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. David Moore there to make the grab. And the Seahawks a 2-point conversion away from tying the game. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. To throw again is Wilson. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out.
The kickoff for Seattle.
And the Titans are going to recover the football. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
On first down, Tannehill. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. The offense staying out there. They're at 50%, 2 for 4 thus far in the game. What can they do here on 4th down? Now Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 19.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. They've got his man, complete. And out across midfield, down to the 45. 36 yards on the play. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And that is incomplete. Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Back to Brown, this time complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Titans' 23-yard line.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Operating from the gun, Wilson steps away to his left. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. Greg Olsen was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Rolling to his left. He'll try and run it, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Dancing to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. He's got daylight. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Gostkowski, the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
Seahawks 14. Stephen Gostkowski.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And the Seahawks on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 15. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 24.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
4 yards the pick.
Just to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
At the 45-yard line.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
A gain of
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
First down.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing again is Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Quick throw complete. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. On second down now, it's Henry. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Here's Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Taken in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down just inside the 10. back at the 9.
By Harold Landry. Brought down back at his own 9-yard line.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Desmond King picks it, and they'll spot him at the 3-yard line.
Intercepted.
And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, here's Tannehill, eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Seahawks 14.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Josh Gordon, 69 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. The extra point now coming from Myers. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Makes the score Titans 33, Seahawks 21. Jason Myers to kick off.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Throwing now, Tannehill. Over the middle to Smith.
All you got to do is look it
Into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Complete to
Jonnu Smith, 48 yards. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Let's just be frank, they're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Wilson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. He'll look downfield for Humphreys. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Intended for Adam Humphreys.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Tannehill going to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. And my goodness, another interception. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And that will write a finish to
allow